What's up, guys? Welcome to Most Definitely. Let's go. So, guys, I haven't spoken to you in quite some time. I took some time off. Matter, it's been a couple of months since I've done a video, and man, I missed you guys. What can I say? It's been a while. I needed to take some time for self-reflection and some time away and just to get my bearings back. But I am back and I'm just excited to be able to bring you some more news about investments, finances, and just growing your own budgeting and your own interest in your properties and any kind of assets that you may want to acquire. One of the things that I used to announce to everyone was just giving people the opportunity to earn money with me by investing in Acorns because I had the Acorn app down below on my screen. Um, but I stopped doing that. As of this particular video, and Acorns is being taken over by another company and I'm not too familiar with them. Honestly, the other company that's taken them over, I don't know what's going to happen with the investments. I know some things are going to be changing, and I don't really like change. I like dependable. I like things that I can depend on. So, with that being said, I halted all of my activities with Acorns, and I decided not to use them for the time being. Then again, there are some things that I do like to enjoy, and that's better video quality. As I'm looking at the video right now, I'm talking about investments and budgeting and finance, but one of the things that I like to do is actually invest in myself, as I've always told you. And you should, in investing in yourself, if you're making videos, you should invest in the technology, as my wife did. So my wife invested in some camera action here, and this is a Logi camera, an external video camera, which is a lot better than what I've been using so far. You can look at the picture quality that's on here right now. Let's go ahead and plug this in and see what our video looks like. I gotta say, guys, as I look at this monitor right now and I look at the clarity of my screen, it is so much better. You know, what the funny thing is that I'm looking at my computer, but the camera is this way, and I'm looking at the computer this way. And it does cause me a little bit of confusion because I do like looking at the camera as I move along. So this is going to take some getting used to. But I have to say, I do like the quality. This feels so much better. It looks so much better on screen. I love it. Love it. Love it the way I look. Not to be too vain, but yes, I love the clarity. Um, I admit I'm a little self-conscious. I don't like seeing myself on screen. That's not what I'm saying here. But what I am saying is that investing in yourself does make all the difference. So I do like the camera setup. It's a little bit small. It's not really what I would have chosen. I didn't choose it. My wife chose it. It works good for her when she is working on screen as well. And she's teaching, so that works really well. Speaking of teaching and investment, shameless plug here. If you haven't done so already, check out our own virtual academy that we have going, which is Chapman Preparatory Academy. Um, it's a great school. You'd love it. Great online teachers. Um, and just you'll get a lot out of it. So we do welcome just the elementary grades so far. There are upper levels as far as world languages go. So if you want to do a world language, upper levels, that's great. You can have some clarity and open up your world lens there as far as the language instruction goes. But as far as virtual academy, K through 6 really is the way to go that you'd like to see there. Go ahead and check us out at chapmanpreparatoryacademy.com, chapmanpreparatoryacademy.com. You really love it. Okay. If you want to email us, you can email us there, chapmanprepacademy at gmail.com, chapmanprepacademy at gmail.com. The link is going to be down below, so go ahead and check out the link, okay? So enough about that plug here, guys. I want to go ahead and just talk about some other things. Like I said, I did go ahead and stop using Acorns primarily just for a little while. until I can find out what's going on with the merger that they have happening there. Okay. Now, there is something huge that I want to talk about right now, um, and that is if you're doing business and you're looking for a different pay platform. A lot of people use either Google Wallet, they have Apple Pay. There's a lot of different, there's Zelle, a lot of different programs that people can use. PayPal is a big one that people normally use. I am no longer going to associate myself with PayPal. They're absolutely horrible. One, there's not an actual person you can speak with. Um, there is a telephone number supposedly that you can call, and then when you call them, there's like some kind of wait list of, I don't know. They say they'll get back to you like 100 and something in line, and you can press a button and supposedly they'll call you back. I actually did that a couple of times, and it was 3 days. I still hadn't gotten a call back. Absolutely ridiculous. The reason I'm no longer going to use them, besides them having horrible wait times, customer service, um, and that is the fact that they've screwed me up too many times. One, they're so easy to get broken into. People break into them all the time, mess up your accounts. I've had that happen. I've had that happen several times over my life, over the last several years. I'm kind of done with that happening. Two, there was a mix up, and one matter of fact, I usually use it for business, but I had a family member go ahead and send me funds using PayPal, and which was usually pretty good. Works out usually pretty well. Um, and they had another PayPal had another name associated with the account other than my name. It wasn't a name that I used on there. It was another name. My relative did not recognize it and canceled that. Said, "Oh, you know what? It looks like there's fraud involved here." So they canceled it with their bank, and then PayPal went ahead and started charging me money. So they flipped me a bill for like $242.55, which I didn't pay. I tried to reach out to them, send them a message. PayPal, if you're listening, you guys stink. You need to clear this up. Um, I reached out and sent them a message, which they did not respond. I'm sure it's all robotized. I've tried to leave a message. Also, my relative tried to call them, leave a message. There's no actual person to speak to, which I'm pretty sure what's going to happen pretty soon is they're going to send that to collection and try to ruin my credit. Um, I've tried to fix this up. I explained to my relative, hey, it wasn't really like some anonymous or fraudulent source. It was actually me that you meant to send money to. I received it okay. Um, they tried to clear it up. They haven't been able to. I haven't been able to. I looked on PayPal and that amount is still there. It's very frustrating. And so, therefore, as far as pay sources go, um, it's going to halt me a little bit on business for a couple of days while I get that straightened out. Why I get another pay platform for my businesses, but I'm never, and I mean ever, going to use PayPal again. They are horrible. I don't recommend them to anyone. So if you want to keep your businesses straight, don't use them. They're horrible. I do want to go ahead and try to use Google Wallet. I haven't used them before. I hear they're pretty good with business. Squaresoft also, I hear is pretty good. Could probably use them. The only thing about it is like Google Wallet, I don't like because it's like if you're not technically savvy, then you have to try to figure out how to implant their app into your website. And I'm not really technically savvy, so that's kind of like a pain in the tush to try to do that. So from a business standpoint, man, I don't really like that. I like to be hands on. It's okay to pay for me to pay people to take care of things that I can't handle, but that should be simple enough. I like things that are fairly user friendly, and if it's not, get rid of it. That's always been my motto. If you don't understand it, get rid of it. I don't understand that. So I probably won't go with the Google Wallet. Maybe I'll use SquareSoft instead. Um, we'll see. I don't know. Um, we'll see. I need a platform that's not going to take a huge cut out of my finances for the sake of me taking payments for me. I know there are sources out there, there are platforms out there that can accept payments on a business platform and not. And like I said, I kind of stopped myself because I accidentally hit my stop button on my recording. But um, I don't want, in the midst of paying for products and services for my business, I don't want clients to get messed up, and I don't want us to take a huge cut in the platform taking a huge percentage out for the sake of accepting payments on my behalf. So I'm gonna have to really look into that and see what a really good platform is. If any of you have any suggestions out there, please let me know. I'm looking forward to that. Just as like I was saying, there's just more to investing than just in your own business and in your finance. You have to invest in yourself, and sometimes investing in yourself means go ahead and purchasing things that you may need, like some better headsets, microphones, lighting. That's These are all things that I should have done a long time ago, and I just haven't done them. So I've been slow to do it, trying to cut corners. Sometimes in business and in investment, you just shouldn't cut corners. And that's one of the things that I've been doing. So I'm going to try to break through. This is going to be my breakthrough year to try to really get some things going. I want to get my businesses going, but they've kind of taken a downward turn in the education field for our online academy. We broke, as I told you several months ago, we broke ties with another company that we were partnered with. We just didn't like the way that things were going there. So we broke ties with them, and that left us on a slow pace. Um, and then with this, our skateboard company is still going strong. So if you're looking to buy a skateboard, you want to skate, you're never too old. I'm part of that 50 and older crowd that likes to skateboard still. I skateboard with my son. If you'd like to do that, our company is highlifeskateshop.com, highlifeskateshop.com. The link will be down below. So check us out. Let's go. Um, and maybe I'll catch you at a local skate park. If you're looking for to get a good deal on a skateboard, you can just mention this channel, mention you saw it on here, and I'll give you 15% off. Okay, so that's a great deal right there. Lots of decks, everything. HighLifeSkateShop.com. Okay, but it's just as far as that's concerned, our skate shop's still going up. Our academy is still going. Our virtual academy, Chapman Preparatory Academy.com, that's still going strong. We had invested in a coffee shop that we've invested in over the years. That is temporarily on hold. They had to close up shop temporarily. Um, so I feel kind of bad about that. Um, that one has kind of taken a turn, and I haven't really seen anything out of that one. I believe in it, but I just haven't seen any kind of returns or anything. So I feel really bad, and I should probably start taking my investments a little bit more seriously. When I look at that, you from a business standpoint, just as looking at your returns. How soon are you going to get a return? What's your rate of return? Can you get a return? Are you taking into account the market and what's happening? This thing that is eluding all of us right now, is just where the pandemic is taking everyone right now, and that's kind of taking its toll on us as well. So when investing, please take into account those differences and things that could happen. That's one thing that I have not done, and I should have taken a little bit more serious. And so I'm really going to be careful of that. And I really want to take our businesses and investments by the reins. Another thing is the notary business. I'm a notary loan signing agent. I'm a notary public and loan signing agent. But I haven't been able to take advantage of that business in the state of Massachusetts, because Massachusetts is a law state. In other words, they only want lawyers to do that for as far as loan signing, and that's for real estate mortgages. Um, so you can do that in Rhode Island, which is where I really want to move there. I haven't been able to do it in Massachusetts unless I have a lawyer with me. I don't like I know you can do it here. I just don't like having to deal and having to become connected with a lawyer in order for me to do business. I like working solo and working by myself and getting things going. I don't want to have to depend on anyone is really what I want to say. So I'm really been working hard to relocate. Our family has been trying to get to Rhode Island, trying to purchase a home there. But if I can't purchase there, I just really need to get there. I need to relocate fast. I'm not a homeowner as of yet. Actually, I am, but that's we're selling that home. So we do own a home. I own it with my brothers, but we are selling that under unfortunate circumstances. Um, so I don't want to really include that. But until I'm able to purchase a home in Rhode Island, I'm still stuck renting, which I hate renting. I don't like renting apartments. I don't like renting because that's not something I have, a stake in. That's a liability. Like, don't forget, liabilities are things that you have that make money pour out of your pocket, as opposed to assets where your items that you own will bring money into your pocket. So that's what I'm after. That's why I don't like renting because it just pours money out of my pocket and doesn't put any back in. How would owning a home do that? Because I could rent out space from it. I could build on and rent out. I could purchase the home and rent that and buy another home. That's when it becomes an asset for me and brings money and puts it into the pockets of my family, not only for me, but for my wife and for my children to help take care of them. So I hate renting, hate it, hate it, hate it. Um, I wish there was an easier way to do it, but there is no shortcut when it comes to purchasing a home. It takes a lot of hard work. You really have to just save up your money. A lot of people say, "Oh, you don't need to save up a lot," but yeah, you do. You need to save up your down payment. Um, there is a down payment. You got. There's no way. There's not really an easy way around it. You save up your down payment. Don't forget your closing costs, your points. Um, don't forget your fees and inspections and all those different things. Um, and you wait. You wait for the right amount of time. You have to make sure you keep your credit score up. Um, yes, you can buy it. Like I've told in one of my videos before, I think my last video, you can buy a home if you have your scores in the 500s. You can, but your interest rate is going to be ugly. So you, for a really good interest rate, you want to keep your credit score up. So you want to get it up to 700s. Okay. Last time I told you my car was like 3/4 of the way paid off. Um, and so it's like 90% paid off now. I got about 10% more pay off on that. So yay, let's go. Um, so I don't like paying into my car because that thing is a liability. Also, it does act as an asset when it comes time for work because it gives me some transportation to get to my my base job, which I have. My home businesses don't sustain me 100% yet, so I'm still a teacher, and so it does work as an asset in that aspect. But right now, during the off months, like during the summer, it's a liability. So if I'm not teaching, it's a liability. If I'm not bringing money in, if I'm not driving to somewhere that's going to pull me in money, my car's a liability right now. So I want to hurry and pay that off, pay off the bills I can. So that's where I'm at right now as far as financial updates, guys. Tell me where you're at, what you're financing. What are you looking for? Um, and then there is one last thing I did want to get into, just as a side note, and that was I had a friend of mine who was asking me, several people were asking me about, um, hey, where can I go to invest that will not only take U.S. clients but take clients internationally. Um, and so there are a couple of companies. Like right now, I've been using TD Ameritrade. I wasn't happy with them when the stock market was going crazy because they had horrible wait times, and I was talking about them up and down. They're still one of the top ones out there for beginners to use. with next to zero fees. I wasn't happy with them several months ago because I felt like they kind of blindsided me as far as the investment goes. I was trying to, without liquidating my assets, borrow against myself, and they told me I could do that. And then I found out that I had to have a whole lot more um, money invested with them to be able to do that than what I had. That was really disappointing. But there are some out there for those that are looking for an investment platform to go ahead and trade and get your stocks and get your indexes in that are for international investments outside of the United States. One is investors brokers. Investors brokers is one that I kind of looked at. Um, if you look at for them, I don't have their website, but investor brokers, I don't know much about them other than I know from the little bit of research that I've done that they have pretty close to zero fees on their trades and stocks as well. There are some fees there. I don't know what they are, so you're going to have to look at them. But for people who are looking for an investment platform and you want to be able to trade and do business in the United States as well as internationally, like Africa and Europe and other places, then investors brokers is probably the place to be. That's what I've been hearing. I haven't used them personally. I will test them out and see what they're like. No, they are not paying me. This is not a sponsored thing here. It's just some people were asking me some ways that they can invest and where they can invest, uh, and that could help them out. And that's one. So I will put the link down below in the video, and then you guys can check it out, see for yourself. Once you've checked it out, leave us a comment and let us know. Let us know if they're good or bad or whatnot. I usually don't put links down below because I don't really know about them unless I personally use them. But investor brokers, I've heard a little bit about them, and I hear that they're okay. So we'll see. All right, guys. So, hey, don't forget, check out our investments. Check out our school, Chapman Preparatory Academy.com. Check out our skate shop, highlifeskateshop.com. If you have any questions, leave a comment. As always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to it. And that way we can keep content like this coming to you. All right. We will see you next time. Take care.